What's up out there? Today we're taking a look at a game called Tower of Kalemonvo. This is a heavy emphasis, 20-point font, bold, red lettering, whatever you want to put into it. It's a hardcore, very hardcore Diablo 1 clone. This is developed by Osir, published by Two Left Thumbs. It is releasing a few hours after this video goes live on March 28th, 2025. I'm able to bring you this video because the developer reached out and asked if I was interested in checking it out and provided me with a Steam key. It is not going into early access as far as I can tell. There's no early access bits on the Steam page, so it should be the full game. Priced at $15. Do not know if there's going to be a launch discount or not. There is a demo, and I saw a article pass through the Steam newsfeed the other day that they've brought the demo up to par with the actual release of the game. So it should be fairly representative of what the full game is going to offer. There are no reviews on Steam, but the comment section around the demo, the old version, I'm assuming it's the older version of the demo, were very positive or fairly well received, let's just say that. So the game should be a banger on release. It is available on Steam. It might be available on itch.io. It looked like there was a page for it. So that's the platforms that I was able to find it on. I'm not sure if it's going to be anywhere else or not, but this is a very hardcore, heavy emphasis on hardcore. There is the option of saving, but when you die, you're done. That's it. So there is an option to save scum the game. You can save early, save often. And if you don't like the way a chest turned out, you can reload. Like, you can scum your way through this. There is that. But if you take too much damage and die, there's no respawning in town and keeping your gear. You're dead. You start a new save or you reload. That's it. When I first started playing this, I gave it a shot a few times with melee. I got destroyed. I switched over to ranged, and then I got smart and said, well, all right, maybe I'll just do my saves. And when I started saving things, and playing a lot more conservatively, a lot slower pace, just taking my time, not barging in, especially not with melee, my playtime went up quite a bit and I wasn't dying so much. You're still going to take a lot of damage. And what I find is that a lot of my techniques from Diablo 1, the way you kite monsters around, shoot through doorways and things like that, just to try to kill whatever's on the other side before it comes out or before fireballs and stuff, start hitting you in the face. I've made a lot of those tactics work. So this is very much a love letter to the original Diablo. I played the original last year after after a few decades. It had been a long time, and I'm glad I revisited it, but this is very much takes me back to that, except this isn't running it on some source port or some mod. This is a full game that is basically just Diablo in modern original Diablo. So first thing we're going to do is take a look at the options. In the video section, we have borderless, full screen, windowed, and full screen. You've got your normal screen resolutions you could choose from, brightness, that kind of thing. Audio settings, if you need to change those. You can fully customize your keybinds if you so choose. I've not messed with anything. In the game settings, there are a couple of cool settings in here. Enemy outline, you can turn this to always on. And let's see here, enemy outline show health, in case you want to see that. So in this game, they don't have health bars above the enemies. What they do is like an aura around it. So if the enemy is green, that means it's at full health. If it's like orange or brownish or something like that, it's taking damage. And then once it turns red, it's about to die. And then eventually it's gone and that's it. So let's dive in. You pick your character. You can name your character if you so choose. Go into it. You can select two different items here. Sword and board is what I started with. It kind of sucked. A little too up close and personal for my taste. I swapped over to bow and life got a lot better. There is also despair mode, which you get reduced HP. If you don't feel like this game's punishing enough, you've got despair mode for reduced HP and reduced stat gain per level. Or you've got Iron Man, where prevent normal saving and loading. Saving will occur when exiting the game or returning to the menu. You have only one chance to save the realm. Should you perish, your save files will be deleted. You will not survive. So if you're interested in like being the hardest of the hardcore, there's a couple of options for that. This game's punishing enough on its own. So we're going to start off, and I'm going to kick the audio up a little bit. This music And the way all this is laid out, your little mini map. I think the only complaint that I've had so far is that I can't put the mini map in the upper right. Like it's in the center and that's it. I wish I could put it up in the upper right, but I haven't found a way to do that yet. Let me make sure. If you hit the left Alt key, these things will highlight. I want to make sure that stuff's highlighted. And you've got your loadouts. You've got second loadout, so you can equip something over there if you want. But this audio, this is the same style of audio that the original Diablo had. It's got the really horror-themed atmospheric music. When you hit the monsters and do damage to them, they grunt and groan. Just like the original Diablo, when they die in some fantabulous fashion, like or a fantastic fashion. Words are hard. So like they'll scream and everything when they die. That's how the original Diablo was. Oh, I'd also add that you can open and close doors by clicking on them, or you can just walk through it. It actually lets you run through. Skeletons sound like you're hitting them. You see the outline turning red there. There's some green. These things are at full life. This would be the technique of shooting through the door and killing what's ever on the other side. That way you don't have to walk in there and take the brunt of it. Thought there was another one. So we've got a hat, and then there's this sword. There's different rarities. The interesting thing about this is there's the blue on the background of the boxes. That indicates rarity. So this is like a blue item. This is a white item. So this is normal. I presume this is like a rare or a magic item. But the item itself is blue, and that's because, I believe, because it's got this increases mana by 1. So you'll see weapons that are colored red or green or something like that, as well as the boxes around them. It took me a little bit to understand it, because I'll see some that are red and I'm like, I can't equip it, but I can. It's odd because you can equip red stuff, but you have to look at the boxes to tell whether you can actually equip it or not. It's a little weird at first, because the weapons themselves will have colors. See what kind of trouble's in here. One tactic I like to do in the original Diablo is shoot off in the distance. Like I know that chick's over here. I know one went that way somewhere. I could hear her scream when she died. If you shoot stuff far enough, you don't aggro them. So you can shoot them off in the distance. Your accuracy may not be great. So one thing you don't want to do, or one thing you can do, is hold shift and shoot. That will shoot without moving. So if I just hold over the mouse, you'll see that I kind of move and stutter a little bit because I'm moving while I'm attacking. Left click is attack. I don't think there's a way of putting right click attack. But if you hold the shift key down, so like if you're trying to shoot a monster that's here, if you hold the shift key on the monster, it will kind of target themselves. If you go past them slightly, you can actually follow their movement. So if they're moving, your arrows are chances are your arrows are going to go behind them instead of hitting them. So if you target behind the monster, you can actually move with them and you have to hold shift to do that. But that's one tactic you can use. There's a lot of little tactics like that you'd have to do in the original Diablo just to keep your distance from everything and keep from getting killed. Like barrels would explode and stuff like that. There are mimics in this game, so occasionally you'll hit something and it'll bite back. You'll go open a chest and it chews on your ass. We need to talk about this here just quick. You can define what potion goes into what socket. So if you right click, it switches to blue, right click again, it switches to red. And then, well, this isn't going to be a good example, but I'll set this one blue. We'll set this one red, 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 and then that one blue. If I click this, I have to middle mouse button click it to where it comes into the potion slot. If you right click a potion here, it will just consume it. But if you middle click it, if you left click it, it picks it up. If you middle click it, it sends it down to the toolbar. So you can middle click all of these. You can actually change the colors of these so that they, when you go to pick something up, for instance, if I throw these down, now that I've got these colored correctly, I can actually pick these up and they go into the correct slot. So I thought that was really cool. That was a nice feature. We have leveled up, so we're gonna go over here. If you put 2 points into Dex, you get 1 point into attack rating. So I usually put 2 into that, 2 points into agility to bring my dodge up, and then 1 point into Constitution to get a couple of points into health. So let's keep going on into this. Ah, there's stairs. Oh, we did not want that. And I believe I can level up and use this. So at the next level, or I'm at a level where I can use this magical arrow. Basically, this thing shoots poison or lightning or fire. It shoots a random element onto these things, and I am taking damage that I don't want to take. You really need to be careful of the potions you use. We got a ring. What's this ring do here? Yeah, see, this adds hallowed damage. It's blue, so it's magic item, but it's colored red because it does hallowed damage, whatever that is. So I am now doing hallowed damage in addition to regular damage, which shows up red. Yeah, so a little different. This is definitely a little different. Okay, we need to move that potion down. I'll use this so that I have some available. These guys take a bunch of damage to kill. Oh, that opens up another one of those. The skeletons with the shields. Your best bet is to do hit and run tactics. Really didn't want to waste this mana on that thing, but it's going to take a minute to kill. All right, that thing's dead. No other potions just yet. There are no vendors that I've seen, at least yet. I do believe there are vendors at some point in this game. But where I've gotten has been, I think I've seen level 4, maybe level 5. I don't remember. It's kind of murky. I guess it was level 4 because there was a boss fight. So this is all procedurally generated or randomly generated, and I'm not exactly sure. Like, is there always a boss fight on level 2? I think there is. But then level 3 was like a respite zone, and then I don't remember. Oh, level 4 was a bunch of thick stuff. I don't remember if it was level 4 or 5 that I stopped at, because there was an area where I think there was 2 stairs next to each other, so I was able to quickly just go up to the next level. So I might have seen level 5. All I know is it was a little thick. Let's see. We can go out here and save our game. We can do and just say the word save. Let's see here. We'll go up these stairs and see what happens. Forgotten Passageway is this boss fight. This boss fight sucks. You take a lot of damage. And he hits pretty hard. I think we've got enough potions for it. We're doing some good damage too. And there should be a thing over here that actually makes your weapon magical. And it's going to be through here. Oh, yeah, wrong door. Sorry, guys. You guys are having a party. I didn't want to intrude. No potions. All right, so I'll leave that. I don't think we're going to drop any potions, though. That's the thing. Unless something comes out of one of these. Yeah, there we go. All right, we've got 2 mana potions. So this thing here, this Enchanter's Lifeblood, basically what you do is you take your weapon. You know what? We need to save this. Then we need to come in here and we need to drop our weapon on that. And this gives us something that gives 2 points to agility. which is dodge. I don't really want that. Let's go and load our quick save. You can save, scum, and you can come back to this thing here. Take your item, throw that on there. And now we've got something with +3 to dexterity, which is still not doing any additional damage. It's giving us more accuracy, I suppose. But I would like to try something different. So you can actually just keep coming back in here and grabbing this. Increases health by 4. I'd really like something more of damage. Nope, I don't want to save. I want to load. I'd like to have some more damage. So we'll go in here. Cold res, like it's giving me everything but more damage. Bonus damage, there we go, 2 to 4. So now we're doing 3 to 5, and with this thing we're doing hallowed damage. So we're gonna go ahead and quick save over that. And we're going to use this mana potion so we're full. This boss fight sucks, so let's go get her done. I think the only way I beat him was with the additional damage. He'll freeze you in place and then come running up on you and wail on you. So the only thing I've found to do is just move away until he gets close. And he takes your mana away too. Oh. And I think he unequips you. Oh, it's probably because I saved. Yeah, see, that thing takes your mana off. Try to get some status effects on him for whatever that's worth. So you can't sit there and just box this guy. He's already sapped all my mana, so that was a waste of a potion. I should have kept that, because then I could... I don't have heal potions either. I think that thing... I don't remember if that heals you or not. Wish I had more speed to get, like, further away. Oh, I don't want to heal quite yet. He's not hitting too bad. Oh, I say that and then I get wailed on. All right, we're going to heal. I don't know what that is that he does. I don't know if that's like an aura. I don't think he's healing. Go ahead and heal again. Oop. He doesn't always... Oh, there we go. He's done. The first time I fought him, I just couldn't do enough damage to him. I had not enough damage at all. All right, is this better than what I've got? Increases mana by 2. Immunity to hit stun. Yes, please. Let's take that. I don't know what this thing does. Menacing Cauldron. Doesn't sound good. Okay, so now we're up to level 3. And we're going to save. Let's see. What else do we need to talk about? I think you're getting the idea of how this game plays. I think it's awesome. You've got the shrines and everything to play on. You've got the little invisible guys. These guys are not visible until they're up right in your face. Like they had these in the original Diablo. There's so much of the original Diablo in here. Like it's straight up, I call it a clone, and I mean that in the best possible way. I think this is a phenomenal job. Whoever made this really likes the original Diablo, and you can tell. All right, let's heal up a little bit. I think it's very cool. A little bit different monsters, like they're not the exact same monsters, but there's a lot of the same kinds of things. Like I don't remember these skulls being, or I don't remember monsters like these skulls. There's definitely like the succubi and stuff like that in the original Diablo. Oh, there's stairs up to the next level. Let's go see what this one does. The short respite. Yeah, so this is 3, 4. I did get to level 5 because once you go through this thing, there's level 5. So I did get up to level 5. The weird thing is this area here looks like you can keep going, but you can't actually get past this. I'll give you an item. There's a dude to talk to over here. He gives you a bunch of story. You can get filled up. You can get some advice from him. He gives you a skull. Nice. I haven't read through all that yet, but you can talk to him, see what all he has to offer. When you go up these stairs, just do another save here real quick. Yeah, Halls of Pain, this stuff gets really thick up here. Very cool looking level though. I think this is a passageway through. So, these things look like they came out of Hellraiser. That dude's got one hell of a hammer. There's not really much room to maneuver here. I think the animations are really good. Ow. Ooh. Took him down. Alright, so we can do the usual 2 dex, 2 agility, and 1 constitution. We'll quick save on that. I don't really want a shield. Another ring. Or a helmet, maybe. Oh, he's got an aura. And he's dead. Let's see if we can shoot some of this stuff down. What did I get on here? Oh, I can't use it. It's a helmet. Need to put some more int on. Oh, Goatman. Ah! Let's heal up a little bit. The blue, like, freezes them. Green poisons them. Not exactly sure what lightning damage does. I don't know if I wanted to hit that lever or not. It's a little different music. But yeah, man, I love this. This is a great game. This is a great throwback to the original Diablo. Like, it's just... Oh, he throws multiple fireballs. It's just so well done. Oh, move, move. All right. Can relax a second there. A little bit tense. I love it. I think it's great. I think I was starting to say that this feels like the original Diablo in so many ways, but it's got its own identity. Like, it's definitely its own game. Oh, that thing just bit my ass. And if you're interested in a game that is very much the original Diablo, but with its own story, with its own atmosphere, with its own, well, I mean, very similar atmosphere. Man, I just feel like I can't dodge those. This is a great entry into this style of game. I didn't even know it existed up until I got the email, and I was like, man, this is great. So it's very cool to see somebody going back to the old school style of games and still creating stuff like this. There's just not enough of these kind of games out there, I don't think. There's not enough ARPGs in the first place, Diablo style, Exile-like, whatever you want to call them. But there's definitely not enough like the original Diablo. Oh, I forgot. Can we use that yet? I don't have enough for this, do I? No. So this is like a ricochet shot. Once you get enough dex put in, or whatever that's called, it does like a ricochet shot. So it'll hit one and go on and hit another one. So it'll actually hit two monsters. What is this? It's under arts. It's ricochet. You have to have 16 dexterity, and we only have 14. So the next level will get us there. But yeah, very cool game. Let's go take a look at this before we close this out. What's all in here? Bunch of nasty stuff we don't want to be fighting, probably. Oh. I have something that it can't use. I wanted to get in here and see what this room was like. Somebody got mangled and sacrificed, that's all I know. But yeah, this is the Tower of Kalemonvo. I think it's great. I think this is fantastic. This is about as far as I've gotten. So I think this gives you a good representation of what this game has to offer and what the vibe is, how it feels and everything. It's not terribly difficult. It's punishing if you take too many chances and get killed off. It's definitely punishing. I've had times where I've had very slight sliver of health, no potions, and I just like, all right, I know I'm done. So you just walk into them and die. But you can save scum your way through this, which is, I presume, the intended way of playing it. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know how many levels there are to this. If it's going to take 7 to 10 hours, I'm hearing what, roughly 25 minutes or something like that. Up 5 levels. I imagine there's quite a few levels to this thing if it's going to take 7 to 10 hours to complete. But at any rate, this game is launching in a few hours after this video is live. If you're interested in it, there will be a link below down in the description. That's going to do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.